Just say it.
Law schmore, it's fine, we'll get away with it, it's not a problem. So I just got super lucky that, all praise be to God, I'm a girl and I didn't come from that kind of background or whatever it is, but in another life, 100% I would be in rehab or jail by now.
Why would you go to Abba and preach? Why would you accept an interview with Abba and preach when you fully know that Abba and preach are out to out people like you? Abba and preach, the way they make their money, on social media is to look for people who are lying on the internet and do reaction video about them. So Sadia Khan, the internet is going wild. Why would you have to do this? Why? Why would you? But you know what? I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her. She has the kahuna. She has the guts to actually go to Abba and preach and try to defend herself. But how is she? By the way, is this showing? How is she going to defend herself? How are you going to defend this when your voice is there? But before we go into Abba and preach, because I've just seen that Abba did an interview with this lady, Sadia Khan, the so-called psychologist, the so-called lady who knows how to teach men how to approach women. She is teaching, it's a she. She is teaching us how to approach women. How do you teach men how to approach women when you've never ever approached a woman yourself? What are you going to tell us? What is she going to tell us? But before we go into, by the way, apparently she is a liar, she's a con. But she was doing it good until she took the knife and stabbed her own self. She stabbed her own self. That is just crazy. She stabbed her own self. So before we go into that YouTube video, which I'm going to be reacting to. By the way, Abba and Preach, please, I'm going to react to your video. It's your video. You guys can take everything that comes out of the video, but it is yours. By the way, people, come on. I need to push this to 100,000. I got to 70,000. It was because I did something. So I need to get to 100,000 now. And it's going to only happen if you guys now smash that subscription button, like the video, comment, and tell me what you think about this lady. She looks beautiful, right? You know, when you look at her, you'll be like, oh, she made it. So she is a psychologist, right? And then if you want to book, she says, book a call with me. Let's check the price of the booking. Let me see if I was going to book a call with her. Booking calendar. Video call one-on-one with Sadia. Let's see, video call one-on-one with Sadia. You can follow the link. Let me see if the link is still there, because she might have taken. No, the link is still there. So video call with Sadia. Let's check the video call. How much does it cost to speak to this? Look, this £550 for how many? 50 minutes. What is the main purpose of the call? The goal is for Sadia to actively listen and provide understanding, as well as suggest techniques and interventions to help the client gain insight, cope with challenges, and make positive changes in their life. One-to-one therapy often follows an individualized treatment plan based on the specific needs and goals of the client. This can include working through past traumatic experiences, addressing mood disorders like anxiety or depression, managing relationship issues, improving self-esteem, or developing healthy coping mechanism. Any problems with booking, please reach to contact Psychologist.com. If your time zone is not showing as available, feel free to send an email and availability can be created. So that is the video call, which costs £599, that's £600. And then the voice call is £300. £300, and it's going to be the same thing like the video call. Go settings, research, actually listen, provide understanding, as well as blah, 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 technique, intervention to help the client gain inside coverage, make positive changes in the life. One-to-one session often follows an individualized business plan. Blah, 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 blah. Same thing as the video call. So let's check her Instagram page. Change your love life in 8 hours. How can you change your love life in 8 hours? Medication, fighting, idea of having, what is he having? Being single. Yes, the quickest way. Let's see. Yes, the quickest way to do what?
Here's the quickest way to know if a woman is interested in you. How responsive she is. If you text her, she responds. If you want to hang out with her, she's responsive. If you want to lean in and kiss her, she's responsive. A woman's responsiveness is a direct indicator of how interested she is. If she's not responding, you might want to think it's her childhood trauma. You might want to think it's because she's working on herself. You might want to think a bunch of reasons, but really it boils down to one thing and one thing only. She's not attracted to you.
Oh. Okay, that's another video. So that is what she's all about. Let me see another one. Okay, this particular one I'm going to let's watch this particular one before we go on to the interview she had with Abba. I don't know which one is Abba. I don't know which one is Preach. Abba and Preach. So it's not going to be the interview. It's going to be a reaction video that Abba and Preach are going to make about the interview, about his interview with Sadia Khan. Okay.
If I make a lot of money, I'll get a lot of girls. That's kind of like the mindset of a lot of men. But they don't really...
The thing is, why would a woman try to tell us how men are thinking? You are a woman. By the way, if you make a lot of money, you can have a lot of girls. If you have money, you will have chicks. You will have chicks. But the question is, what types of chicks do you want? And what is your main aim of having them chicks? How is she thinking that if you have a lot of money, you're not going to have chicks? You are definitely going to have loads of chicks.
Women will choose sex appeal over finances most of the time.
What? Women watch sex appeal over finances. So why is it that when you go places you see all these our papas with big bellies, like having all the most beautiful chicks in this world? Again, it's going to depend on your objective. Chicks will follow the money. That's why we have gold diggers. They will follow the money. So it depends if you're actually looking for a chick just to socialize, just to have fun, or you're actually looking for a relationship, but she doesn't know what she's talking about.
The time they choose sex appeal over finances. If they had the choice between a man they're super attracted to or a man that's super...
Wait, did you see that?
Use the man that they find...
Did you see that? If you look at the line, that line, the white line behind her, directly behind her head, that line moves when she moves closer or away from the line. What does that mean? She is photoshopping herself. She is reducing her waistline and increasing her butt. Look at this again. This is the woman trying to
go for attraction more than...
You see how it moves? It moves in and out. That means there is Photoshop. Look, it moves.
Loyal women are loyal to sex appeal.
That is a red flag.
They don't even realize.
That is a red flag. 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 But just that will tell you that she is a con. That will tell you that she herself is not confident the way she looks. And by the way, know that even though she has photoshopped herself, she definitely is still wearing spandex. She definitely is wearing something in there to tighten everything up, to keep everything like tight. She is. But let's go to Abba and Preach and check out what Abba has to say about what does he say? It says, I interviewed Sadia Khan, 8K per hour dating coach. It's not 8K per hour. I didn't say 8K per hour. It said £600 for a video call and £300 for a voice call. I don't know where they got 8K from, but let us check out the interview.
You get me? I interviewed Sadia.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
You guys don't know who she is. She's a self-proclaimed licensed psychologist who offers people counseling and relationship advice and therapy. She was recently outed, turning out to be a side chick to some rich dude in Dubai, which she vehemently denies. I had the chance to interview her, and what you need to know is that she's a pathological liar. I already knew this lady was a fraud from my deep research. Here are the fast facts. Fact number 1, is she a psychologist?
Absolutely not.
She's not licensed anywhere. Fact number 2, she lies about her education. I went to her LinkedIn. She got things.
So she's lying to all of us that she's a psychologist.
I did some digging.
And she has Kuba. We call this Kuba degrees.
Carries around and posts places online. Fact number 3, she claims that a lot of this stuff was documented.
Yo! She did not even graduate from university. She hasn't got a degree. She has doctored those degrees. She deserves to be a Nigerian. Seriously, she deserves to be a Nigerian.
Shots of the text messages.
There's a screenshot's completely fake.
What are you going to do about it? I'll stop it dick if you have an attitude.
Whoa! How is she going to defend that voice call? How is she going to defend that voice call? How is she going to defend that voice call that she wasn't saying she was going to suck somebody's... How is she going to defend that? But you know, liars will always find a way to lie. Even when you catch them lying, they'll find another way to lie. So let's check this.
I happen to have access to some screenshots that are not public. And when I showed her...
He has got access to screenshots that they are not public. All right, this is going to be spicy. Come on, people. This is going to be spicy. This is going to be spicy. This is going to be... This is going to be spicy. I don't know how she's going to do. Why would you even accept to go on an interview with people you know they are going to make reaction video about your interview? Why? Desperation. Desperation.
Look a little distraught. So these screenshots are not everywhere from my understanding. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on there. And who is that from?
And when I showed her, she looked a little distraught. She looked a little scared. And I said, you have nothing to be scared of.
Yeah, but why would you put yourself in that situation when you already know that the internet is going wild about you because you've been lying all along? You've been lying all along, and you still take yourself to go to Abba and preach, knowing full well that Abba is going to do a reaction video about the interview. Why would you do that if you're not a dumb?
Skills. And these text messages are great.
You did not say that.
I said I did. No. Fact number 4. Despite claiming to be a psychologist, she does go and harass people.
Wait. I need to find out who is Abba. And I think he's Abba with the black jacket and he's preach because he's always preaching. Yeah, definitely. Preach did the interview. Preach did boys were boys, but Preach did the interview.
In the most disgusting way. I've been buttering up to get her comfortable to do this interview. I've been told it's unfair what people are doing to you. I blocked some people.
I had to block this good. I had to block this good guy. He got upset. I took down the video, but I explained that some of the stuff he said as facts may be lies. He got insulting with me, so I blocked him. Who did he block? What's his name? John Dorsey. Okay, I was looking for this guy's Instagram page. I got it now. John Dorsey. I will check that because he was the one who actually found out that she was a con. He is the one who ousted her. And she, instead of being quiet, that is the problem with thieves and scammers. Sometimes when people, you know you are a scammer, you know you are a thief. And when people come for you, all you need to do is shut up. Do not reply. Because you already know you're a thief, you're a scammer. Do not reply. Just stay quiet and keep going around your business. Keep scamming and making your money. But they are always they think they're smart, but they're foolish at the same time. Because instead of you keeping your mouth shut and going around about the business, they try to respond. And immediately they respond, that is it. That is it. When you respond, you are done.
They've come to me with false allegations, and I won't be able to talk to you about them. The first time I tried to do the interview, she bailed last second, but then I came back around. It's not fair how they're treating you.
Look at. Oh my God, this guy is funny. Look, this guy is funny. She's good. I hope she comes back. I hope she comes back and get you. But no, she shouldn't, because she's a liar. She's a scammer. She shouldn't.
The way I set up this interview is, first, I just get her to lay out her facts. I didn't accuse her of nothing. I didn't say anything. I'm like, a lot of people say some of these degrees are fake. Tell me. I know some of her facts are not true, but I wanted her to be able to say it, so if I confront them afterwards.
Why would you even accept? Why would you accept? Because if this guy sends you, if you are a scammer, you con people, you are a liar, and Abba sends you a request for an interview, like anybody sends you, you first have to do your due diligence by checking who are these guys. What is he going to do with the interview? What is he trying to find out? Check him. And if you check him and you discover that he does reaction videos about anything and everything, I would tell you, no, sorry, no comments. Because once you come on there, you lie again, you make yourself to be the fool again. Because already you've made money, yes. You've been found out. Shut the F up and look for a different con to continue making money. Wise people will always shut up and just carry on. Instead of going to do, she thought she was going to defend herself. Oh no, that's because Preach said I actually convinced her that I was on her side. So he actually convinced her, Sadia Khan, that he's on her side. And that is why she accepted to do the interview.
5 minutes ago. Can you explain this?
Thank you for taking the time to speak. I can't actually say anything because unfortunately in Dubai, they're so strict with everything. If you say anything, just I'm going to send you the PowerPoint so you can understand.
PowerPoint?
And, because it's like not properly. But so just allegation by allegation, just so you...
So the voice message is what is like? Is it fake? It's not you. It's AI generated. I don't know. So now we move on to the cheater infidelity allegations. The one where she's a side piece. Who else has a side chick on this level?
I'm kind of curious how she's going to defend this. Is she denying that those voice messages are not from her? That is not her voice. Nowadays with AI, anything is possible. But now these messages, how is she going to defend them? How is she going to defend these messages? Girls can choose any man. No, in Dubai, period. Who else has a side chick on these levels and gives them no stress? Today, you, hold on. Let's get back to business.
I just told you I'm such a side chick. No way, no way.
She's not only a side chick, she's such a side chick. She's the original definition of a side chick. She emphasized on the side. She emphasized on the side. She enjoys, and that is a woman who is preaching to other girls how to be a catch, how to be confident. Like she's preaching to other women how to, like she is the best of the best. She is the highest quality of a woman. But guess what? She's not only a side chick, but she is a side chick. Woo! That deserves a gunshot. I've never heard a woman being a side chick. Wow. Awesome. That is awesome. But let's carry on.
If you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay, well,
and the
we'll
day
see.
after.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after.
And then I ask her specifically about the voice message where she talks about sucking dick very aggressively.
Screenshots and everything, we've actually traced it from Dubai police. They were able to give us the names. I worked with a particular person in 2021. I was in a relationship, but he was really into me. He used to always call me, always be like this. He was in a relationship as well. He was like a bit obsessed with me or whatever, but he wasn't in one relationship. He was in like 5-6 different girls. He's a player like in Dubai, successful, those kind of people. And one girl called me and she was just like, oh, by the way, are you talking to this person? And I was just like, what are you talking about? No, I do not talk to him. And who are you to call me and ask him? Like, talk the whole, no, I don't have a memory of this conversation. I only did it when I started digging.
So she doesn't have a memory of this conversation.
But let me tell you more about it.
You're already given a repertoire of the conversation. But in the same breath, you say you don't have a memory of the conversation. When you are already given, you already said the guy had 5 other chicks he's dating, and that is what happens in Dubai. So you're already given the whole thing, the whole insight of the conversation. And then you say again, I don't really have memory of the conversation. You've just been laying the conversation. You've just been given a repertoire of the conversation. When you are a scammer, sometimes you forget that you've said some things. You forget.
Mind you, this happened in 2021.
And I said, I don't touch your man. And this is my nature, right? This is honestly my nature. If I wanted to, I could suck his on your wedding day. If I wanted to, I could have your man. He's called me when he's in social situations saying, oh, you're so boring without you, blah, blah, this, that, and the other. So I was saying, if I wanted to, I could do all of this.
But so just to be clear, in 2021, you didn't have a relationship with this person. You guys weren't...
Never had a relationship with this person.
Now, I had screenshots, but I needed to tie it to her. The screenshots I had a specific phone number on them. We didn't know who that phone number belonged to. The person who sent them in saying, oh, she was my fiance, she claims it belonged to Sadia, but we didn't have proof. So, watch this next part. Also, just to confirm, I was given like 2 different numbers. I have one here, I don't know which one, it might be yours or maybe like the assistant, that says 9749. Is that wrong?
3719?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Do you see the way she said the last digits? Why is that important? That means she has the number.
Yes. Yes, she had the number. She was even looking at the number. When he was calling the number, she was looking at the number and she finished the last 3 digits. But is she going to say that number is not hers?
The last numbers. She finished. How would you know that number?
How would you know?
That's a number you use.
Yeah.
She didn't say what number. She said 3-4 different last numbers. Yeah. That means she fucks that number a lot. That's the fucking number that was sending all them texts claiming to be Sadia.
Abba has got this action that he does. Abba. That's why his name is Abba.
So you wasn't a side chick? Huh? You just DMing this nigga pictures of yourself? But the con doesn't end.
But secondly, I was in a relationship. I was not with in his side chick.
I'm gonna show y'all these nasty, raunchy.
Look at Abba. Look at Abba. Abba is seen past through her. You know, like when you're looking at somebody, but you can see past through them. That is how Abba is watching now at the back.
But also let's be disgusting. The best kind of
What did I say? Did you see that movement?
Y'all can see how your favorite dating coach really be out here in these streets.
Abba, is it not too hot?
Yeah, we can have sex on Saturday.
Shut up, man.
Have fun. See you soon, gorgeous. You owe me dick, by the way.
Coming to give it to you. Wait there.
I'm waiting. But let's aim for not going back, though.
You never left.
No, babe. You never left.
Nah, I'm getting you pregnant.
Might as well.
Not looking after it, though.
What could go wrong? Except everything.
So one of the ways she denied being in this relationship is like, she's like, oh, well, I got married in 2022. I have my marriage certificate. My husband, he was never fiancé, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes on to say, we froze our embryos in her sperm in 2022, And I'm like, well, all this happened in 2021. So what does that have to do with this? And maybe the guy's not your husband. Maybe it was the guy before him. I don't know. Or maybe you cheat on your husband. I don't know.
It's just throwing shit.
She's throwing random shit.
Of course, that's what happened when you are a scammer, when you are a liar, when you are a con artist, when you are a thief. You do things and you forget because you think you are smart. You think you're smart. You forget. You can, in one sentence, they can say 6 different things because you've lied so much that you're even struggling to catch up with your lies. It's like you've lied. You've told so many lies that it's hard for you to even catch up. When you said this, what year, what happened, why were you saying this, who were you saying this to? Because there's just too much. There's just too much.
You know, she's robbing thick.
She's robbing thick.
Oh, that's good. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. That's good. That's good. I want to get.
But these two,
screenshots are
seriously, these two guys, they are awesome. I don't know why they've got only 2.25 million subscribers. They are awesome. The way they pick on people they are awesome.
My understanding. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. I have no idea what's going on there. And who is that from?
This was like, I guess, a screenshot from a video. So whoever sent this, I guess she was taking screenshots of sorts or taking pictures while she was like scrolling through.
Right. Okay. So it's got my team's number on there.
Because that's the number.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that action when you know you've been caught? When you know you've been caught, watch.
Screenshots of sorts or taking pictures while she was like scrolling through.
Right. Okay. So it's got my team's number on there.
Oh my God, did you see that? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. She's not coming back from this. But she's going to find another way to con people. She definitely will. Because you know, when a face like this, she's definitely going to find another way to con people.
Because that's the number that you get.
She says it's her team's number. No. So this number is not her. It's her team. The team that nobody knows exists. Nobody's ever seen them. It just sounds like it's her texting.
Okay, so it's got my team's number on there.
Listen. I now blame this woman. Why did you accept it to go do an interview? Video interview with Preach. When you know Preach is looking for things like this, because that is how they make their living. They are YouTubers, they do reaction videos, they are comedians. They are here to perform. You go and do an interview. What did you expect? Did you expect that you'll come out of this interview victorious? Or people are going to change their minds, or people are going to change the way they see you as a con? As Sadia Con Khan. What did she really expect of this? Can somebody tell me what she expected of this?
Useless now.
Play that shit again.
I made sure too. I did this at the end because this is where the energy and the whole thing changed.
Shift.
Because she's telling people behind the scenes that she never texted this man, that these are all AI, but these pictures here prove that it's not AI.
It's not AI.
So this is like a team thing. So your team text people from this number?
They've got my group WhatsApp, and they put all my WhatsApp people that join my 3M and the people that join that. Because that number is available, like if you join the WhatsApp, anyone can have that number. That number is available.
What do you mean it's available? I don't know. What does that mean?
As soon as you join the free calls or you sign up to be in a 3M program, they put you into a WhatsApp group, and that WhatsApp group has that number.
So what, anybody in that WhatsApp group can text someone else?
Anybody in that WhatsApp group can have that number.
What?
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Wait. If you're running a group and you've got a WhatsApp number, is she telling us that when anybody joins the group, you can also use the WhatsApp? How? Wait. A WhatsApp number should be in one phone only. You cannot use two WhatsApp numbers in two phones. So she's saying that when somebody joins that WhatsApp group, they can also use the number. How? How? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Wait, am I missing something? Is there some part of this technology that I'm missing? No, it doesn't make sense.
So if you text that, what?
Every person that joined the 3M program, the 8K program, every single person in that joined a WhatsApp groups, different WhatsApp groups for which tier you're on. And because it's managed by that, they will be able to, trace, they will be able to get that number. But then it just doesn't look good on me because it's still linked to my team. And,
She said depending on what team you're on.
Yes, because in her head, we're talking about the teams, talking about what we're running.
No.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. No, it doesn't make sense. It does. No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Having researched how WhatsApp groups functions,
No.
I don't know that, and long feeling shrimp. Trying to fare better. Someone say follow who. And fortuna down.
Oh, sip it down.
Sip it down. Missy Elliott. This is her claim that everyone in the WhatsApp group gets access to this free number, and as a result, it's like,
No.
okay, maybe that's true. What does WhatsApp have to do with iMessage?
it probably won't go through, or it probably will go through, but like my phone's right here. If you were to message that number now, it won't ring or anything, but it's still, who knows what will go on from there.
What?
So,
What?
This is a woman who was advising men. This is the woman who was advising men. Men were paying £600 for a 50-minute video call. £300 for a 50-minute video call for her to change your life. And she's explaining something here that doesn't even make sense. Look at Abba. Abba is like, what? It doesn't even make sense.
I know. Like, this is her. This is like all from the same number. Now, her next claim, when she comes back 5 minutes later and she returns to this topic, is that I didn't even look like that in 2021.
So this is in 20, I'm just going to get the dates up. I'm sorry, like, I'm just have to get the dates. And that's May 2020. So in 2021, these are terrible pictures, but you get the idea that they're kind of different.
Those filter pictures? No, she didn't.
So she's trying to claim it's not her.
She did
But I'm
not.
like, lady, we already have you using body waste filters. It looks like when you sent those pictures you use filters and you've admitted to using filters.
They're kind of different to
the images. I mean, listen, people, even with that, I'm sure some people will probably still look at this and go, but maybe their filters, whatever it is.
Hold on. Okay. You didn't look like that. So your team, on your behalf, from your number, is sending pictures that are not you. To
Fire your team. But how can you fire your team when you are also a con? Huh? How can you fire your team?
Team is you.
Yeah.
So.
But do you have more?
No, that's pretty much the last one.
It's not. I have a lot more. I just showing everything. So now she's like, well, do you have more of those pictures that I've...
Preach is such a whiner. Not a whiner. He's such a, I don't know why would you even do this? Why would you accept to go do an interview with Abba and Preach? With Preach of Abba and Preach. When you know that this is how they do, this is how they pay their bills. Stay away from these guys. If you're a scammer, if you're a con, if you're a thief, stay away from these guys. Once you've been caught, once you've been ousted, stay away from them. Stay away from them.
Do you mind sharing again, like just so I can see what it is and just see what just because I'm guessing Goober's gonna do as much as he can, so I just need to get ahead of it.
I've got more. See you soon.
Oh yeah, so this is her, her setting up meetups with the guy. So this is not just her sending angry messages to piss the lady off for insulting her. This is her setting up dates. Yeah, and then this is where the Arab guy's like, I want to lick your vagine. She's like, stay awake, I'll be home soon. So she's a side chick, very excited to be so.
In 2019, I left the UK and went and became head of psychology in 2 schools in Dubai. They don't allow you in educational institutions without an education. Now, the other route people go down and say she's not DHA licensed, she's not DHA, she hasn't got a DHA license. The only reason I don't have a DHA license is because when I first qualified, it expired. I didn't renew it because I was now online and I wasn't working in clinics. And in clinics, you need a DHA license.
I guess my question is, have you ever really had a DHA license in Dubai?
I started applying for it, but then my career took off.
That's not what she said. She said that it expired.
Her eligibility expired.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay because it's still not good for her because she emailed somebody in 2023.
This is my DHA license. I need an official apology from yourself and copy of your license.
I've seen this one too. I've seen the lady who was on her case too. But what is she going to say?
She never got one. She started applying, but she didn't get it.
Yeah.
So she's been out here. And again, there's going to be a running theme. You're going to see how her words conflict with her history. But let's keep watching. If you're a health practitioner in the Emirates, you have to have a DHA license. If you don't, it's illegal and they can come after you. So she's definitely fraudulently claiming behind the scenes that she has a DHA license. But
so that means that right now
I checked the registry. She's not there at all.
For the CBT, because I remember seeing that certification. That one was from, where exactly was from the Center?
Excellent.
Okay, got it. So I know you got your BCS from University of London. Is there also a master's?
Yes. Well, I have a master's. I have a master's in education. And there's a University of London. Qualify as a QTS, and that means that you can become a teacher. And you can feel free to check it or anything like that. Hopefully, my name should come up.
Was your
Hopefully
master's at UCL ever on your website, or is there any of it online? That's what I guess I'm asking.
Okay, I need to pause. You're gonna notice.
Wait, she said, hopefully you can find my name. It shouldn't be hopefully you can find my name. If you are qualified, if you had a degree in any university, your name is going to be there. I had a shitty degree at the University of Kent. If you type 2016 School of Sports and Exercise Management, type my name will appear there. So why would she say, I hope my name will appear there? I hope. Using the word hope doesn't really
Question. She's very, as a con artist, she's very good. I asked her about her master's. She says, yes, I have a master's, and I also have a QTS. QTS, I have a number, you can look that up, blah, blah, blah. So she's just firing. But I know you don't need a master's to get a QTS. QTS just means you're a qualified teacher. That's it. But here's the thing. If you're an educated person and you have a master's degree, which is your highest form of education for her specifically,
you're going to show your master's.
Yes.
Start with that.
Yes.
I don't ask a nigga who's a doctor for the education and they're like,
no.
No, you show me.
Yes.
I don't need to see your bachelor's. She never produced it. I asked her an email 4 or 5 times. She sent me every certificate. I asked for the UCL. She ignored it. So it's on her LinkedIn. She claims she has a UCL degree, a master's. Nowhere. This is important. You can't become a psychologist unless you reach a certain level of education. And master's not necessarily depending on where you do your master's. I already know she's not a
liar.
Okay, that's 1. 2, remember she mentioned that QTS thing? You see this email where it says this is my DHA license? This is the number that she had in that email about the DHA. QTS number again. Qualified teacher status. What the fuck does that have to do with DHA?
No, it doesn't.
You see how she does the same thing?
Yeah.
When asked about something specific, she uses a number from a completely different certificate. Yeah. That's the running.
Damn.
She's a
Damn. Not only pathological liar, but she is a stupid con. How was she?
On your website, or is there any of it online? That's what I guess I'm asking.
I put them up, I think, like for a week or 2 because I was getting so many trolls, but then it just got worse because they were just like, you're faking it, it's not real. And even though it's notarized, I even added the notarization on there, but they just won't believe it. And even though I got my work experience to show that you need these things in order to be, hired for that particular position, they won't believe it.
But for whatever reason, I guess people pulled this up and then they were like zoning in on this and they were claiming this is fake. And I'm like, I don't think that's the case. But I guess when you had this up, I guess it kind of saved the picture and these people kept it.
And I can get that everything for you. If you need anything notarized, I can put everything sent to you. I can also give you just the number that comes with it and you can just double check the number. But they, like I said, they're super, super dedicated. They will look for everything and anything. Can you see if there's any more? Because I think it was a story post, but I can't remember. Was there more? Is there more?
No, I think the first thing they did is they just flagged us and they're like, this is photoshopped. And it looked like it might have been. So that's why I think some people got...
Okay, no problem. I can send all the details for that as well if you need. And is this one as well that they're...
No, I think it was...
Oh my god, this lady has been... Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. She is...
the one.
Okay, no problem. I can send that as well. If they need anything, this is for the advanced CBT. Okay, advanced CBT.
Yeah, I guess the question was like the British Psychological Society. I guess they didn't really have an association with the Center of Excellence.
I gotta pause. I asked her if they were ever on her website. I know they were on her website. I want to see if she's on it. She took them off a long time ago. What she didn't know is that there's something called the Wayback Machine. Everything on the internet lives forever. So I went through her website archives and I saw what it looked like a couple years ago. And I found what she had. Look at this shit, bro. This was on...
Preach, come on, preach. Preach. How long did it take this guy to do his investigation? Why would you even come on live video interview with Preach when you know that Preach is going to dig everything about you? He is not stupid. He is not stupid. So she thought that Preach was going to be one of those guys who are paying her £600 for a video call for her to teach them how to get women. Did she really do just a tiny research about Preach, about what he does? Did she? Because if she did not, then she's really dumb.
She's educated. So this is her Bachelor of Science. Here it is. This fake fucking Photoshop degree of a master's was on her website, my nigga. It has no date. When do you ever see a degree with no date of issue?
No date.
Do you see the name? That is a clearly Photoshopped on top of this degree.
On top of this, that is. But basically what happened was she probably took the pictures of that somewhere. And because she took it, it's kind of pixelated.
Yes.
And then she added her name on, which is a clear name.
Okay, you see Master of Science, Psychology of Education?
Yeah, that never happened.
Not only did it never happen, but I got something good for you.
Oh.
You said she took it from somewhere. She took it from here, nigga. This is it right there. It's the same doctor. It's the same everything. That's it. She stole this person's degree.
She lose degree. Oh my God.
Anyone who has a degree will tell you they would never issue you that without.
No, they will not issue you a degree without a date. How do you issue a degree without a date? How do you issue a degree without a date? You don't.
This was on her website as proof that she has that education. She sent me every degree, never sent me her master's. The reason why is she knows it looks bad if she tries to fake that shit too. Now,
SadiaPsychology.com.
It was on her website. Now we go to the next one. The devil's in the details. It all matters to the con. Okay, Center of Excellence is the one that she always brings up and she shows everyone the degrees or whatever.
So what
it's an online school sham. Not serious. You would never become a psychologist from going to this school for 1,000 years. It's one of those places where you go online, you say a bunch of things, and then they give you a piece of paper. That's it. And there's a lot of fake schools that exist online like that where you can just pay some money and you get a certificate, but it doesn't actually apply for any real world jobs. Ooh, so this one she thought she got rid of. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Distinction.
Again. It's the same thing. It's not the same fonts.
So the British Psychology Society is actually real.
Oh.
It is accredited. It's a serious thing. If you have something that goes through them, that means that you're legit.
The certificate is likely real, as in from COE, but it's not a legitimate credential for psychology practice. The BPS logo is extremely misleading.
What she did was to give herself a more legit feel. She just fucking photoshopped these people.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that's what she did to give. You can look it up. Center of Excellence and British, nothing to do with each
Nothing
other.
to do with each other.
Okay. Now listen to her explanation again, because I asked her about this.
Yeah, I guess the question was like the British Psychological Society. I guess they didn't really have an association with the Center of Excellence. And so they questioned how these things were like merged together.
When you are BPS accredited, what that simply means is that that organization has put it through BPS and they've approved of it. I can send any details for that if that needs it.
She's saying the Center of Excellence put it, but they can't. The Center of Excellence is a place where they have stuff like herbology and like spirituality.
The logo placement at the top is misleading. The British Psychological Society is shown. The BPS does not recognize COE courses as valid qualifications for psychology practice.
They don't. I contacted them. They said we have nothing to do with Center of Excellence. We've never had it.
Me personally, I feel like as a Muslim woman who's got brown skin, the moment you come up in their world, just like Jay Shetty.
Just like Jay Shetty. Oh, that's why I was telling my partner already that I know this woman. I've seen her listen to a podcast between Sadia Khan and Jay Shetty. I've seen my lady listening to her. That's how I kept telling her that this woman you were listening to has been found out to be a scam. And she was like, I need to show her this woman again. I need to show her this woman.
They automatically assume that you're not real. You'll see white content creators, white coaches, the Matthew Husseys or the other kind of coaches in the world. Nobody asks, checks, cares what their background is. They just assume that they're perfect. But when you're of color, or particularly in my position, I felt like a woman, and as long as you're not super old or you're not white, you simply can't be qualified.
I definitely hear what you're saying earlier in regards to maybe other content creators, maybe those of a different complexion, not receiving the same kind of scrutiny. But from my knowledge, I think you're probably one of the only content creators in the space who I think is like considered a psychologist, at least at this degree and this level. And so I think because you have this added title, I think there's a little bit of extra added scrutiny because the title does carry something.
Yeah.
A lot of these people are uneducated or don't have any kind of background that's officialized.
Yeah, is Matthew Hussey a doctor? Is he a psychologist? Does he lean on that as a power of authority? No.
Oh, he's Matthew Hussey.
That's it. If you're a doctor and you're operating in the public space, it's perfectly acceptable for people.
Yes, people are going to dig.
That's a normal thing.
Whenever you just say certain things or you're a coach, it's just your opinion and your vision of things. When you say you're a psychologist, it's medical.
Yeah.
Things that really happened that were viewed and reviewed and reflected. It's not just.
It's not your opinion.
It's not just I've noticed.
In my opinion, I think no.
It's not a roll of the dice. You're a doctor. There's an expertise attached to it.
There's an expertise attached to that. It's not like I think, I feel, in my opinion, I know. No. It's different. So she should forget about this thing trying to bring race in it.
Thing a lot. She's like, I can't let these videos come out. I have a husband. I'm having kids. Do you want to see my embryos? My father. That's a quote.
Just so you're clear, from 2022, we have our own embryos together.
That's a quote, nigga. That's a quote. She mentioned the fact that she had a dad and two brothers, and if they find out, because she's Pakistani, they're going to kill her.
So it's just that it's because of my father. If it wasn't for my father and he was Pakistani, strict, all of this, if anything gets back to him or my brothers, it's
it's a big problem.
There's no way I can't live.
She did a lot of this, like trying to garner sympathy. But your boy.
I told you. I said you do not go to preach if everybody knows you as a con artist, as a scammer online on the social media platform. Please stay away from preach, because preach doesn't care. Preach is going to say it how it is supposed to be said.
So I know you got your BCS from University of London. Is there also a master's?
Yes. Well, I have a master's. I have a master's in education. And what happens with your master in education, you qualify as a QTS, and that means that you can become a teacher.
I keep asking about her master's, and she keeps mentioning this QTS shit. And I'm like, show me your degree, bitch.
Master's degrees are just like vegan people. You don't need to ask. They'll tell you.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? That's the first thing.
Of course.
Yo, you got your master's? Where your master's?
Yo.
Oh, is that what it is? Yo, let me see. Oh, hold up. Ask me for my master's.
Do you have your master's?
So, I have my QTS. Right there. Any other questions?
Yes, do you have your master's?
Absolutely. If you just look right here.
Of course, if you have a master's degree, that is hard work. And if somebody is asking you about your educational background, the first thing you say is, I have a master's in this. But she keeps talking about QTS. They ask you this question, you go back to QTS. Everything is about QTS. Everything's about QTS. If you have a master's, you have a master's. It's not easy to have a master's.
Okay. Say Say
Come on, boys. Let's go. Next one.
Send me the UCL and your British Psychology Association certificate. I want to see that because those two pieces.
That's a big one.
Sadia said it's okay if we stick with the narrative that she's not qualified and it is fake. She's super nervous. Anything said will lead to more backlash. We're so sorry to do this. It's just that she has to be very, very careful. If she says the rumors are not true, she may get new rumors. So sorry for this. So, certificate copy of entry of marriage. She sent me that. She
send me your UCL.
Now, I have my citizenship papers. Would you like to see those?
No, I want to see the UCL.
I have a Costco card.
I want to see your master's.
I don't have a master. I've never had one. We're free. We love being free. And mind you, she told me so many times that she's going to get it for me.
And I can get that everything for you. If you need anything notarized, I can put everything sent to you. And I can get all of that sent to you with the numbers associated with it. I can get all that sent to you as well. Feel free afterwards. If you just need to double check, please let me know. I've got no problem. Please feel free. If you just want to fact check it, no problem at all.
And people have really pointed to that as like behavior that may not be okay for a therapist per se, you necessarily going back and forth. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Now, to give you context, the kind of stuff that she says to people, I will let you see.
Video where her full body is shown.
Okay, this one is interesting. Yeah.
No, you don't.
I did a story on her the other day because she edits her videos and I thought it was very funny. I criticized her in the video because it was very obvious that she puts waist filters on any video where her full body is shown, and in a lot of her videos she's talking about how much self-confidence she has. But when I called her out, she lost her goddamn mind. Now,
she lost her goddamn mind.
Accusing my followers of being animal addicts, being cheaters, being prostitutes, and everything in between. But today she started a new trend. These are videos that my followers sent me. This person left a comment on her page, and she tried to call them via audio 4 or 5 times. And then when they wouldn't pick up, she left the threatening message that you'll see scroll by here, pick up, or
I've never seen a beta scammer
online. And here's another one from another one of my...
I've never seen a beta scammer. Most scammers, when they catch them, they try and hide. But she is bitter.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Pick up. Calling over and over and over and over again.
Photoshop a bit better, Karen. We can see the curves in the wall. Not everyone is raised to be a sleut. Shut up. My content isn't for hoes. Get off my page. Kind regards. I asked her, is this kind of behavior becoming of a therapist?
I would just say that in general, just because as somebody's a surgeon doesn't mean that outside of their work they have to cut people's bodies open.
My girl. I can tell you this much. If a surgeon acts like you act, insulting people,
she'll be this, how's it called?
The job might have some questions for you.
Oh, you could lose his license.
Oh, yeah, you could definitely use it.
Yeah, yes, of course.
I agree. I do agree that it's not great conduct. And I got a really bad temper on me. So, and which is something I definitely have learned my lesson not to bother.
She's got a very bad temper on her, and she is the one trying to heal people. She is the one expecting people to come to when they have anxiety, depression, struggling with life. And she has a very bad temper. And she let it out to the public. Really?
But I just see it as like, if you're not my client, why do you get my service? My service is a therapist. You're not paying for this service.
Right. But to my understanding as psychologists, there is still a code of conduct. And so even if you're off the job, there's probably certain behaviors that they would say is unbecoming of people of that profession. And then that's like based off of like the job that you're trying to engage in, there shouldn't be things that you would engage in. If someone is a psychologist or they hold these fields, and if they're behaving a certain way online, that would be something that would cause losing their license. You're not a bus driver,
I do. Overall, I completely agree. There's no point in me defending it because I completely agree on something I've been told for years. But I have this, and this is 100% my nature. You can ask my husband who's right here. I can't, and because I've been bullied.
What the fuck is his husband? Is her husband? Why is he not telling her to shut it down, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down? You have to tell your woman, your con woman, shut it down. Let's look for a different con. You have been found out. Let's look for a different one. Is he really sitting next to her and listening to what she's saying?
Life.
Again, always a victim. And she says she has an anger problem and what else other stuff. Like, ma'am, you're a therapist. You can't afford therapy.
All the connects, all the contacts.
She's a therapist.
Do something about that, my girl.
And I'll have you know, after this call was done, she went right back to shitting on people. Non-stop.
I wasn't doing psychology 100%. I would be a drug dealer. There is no other job role on this planet that suits my personality more because I am so fearless. I have a very poor work ethic. I am unprofessional, and I don't respect the law.
Yes. Good. Yes.
Come out the closet.
I think that is enough for me. That is enough for me. That is enough. That is a woman that men were paying £600 for a 50-minute video call. £300 for a 50-minute voice call. That is the woman. Listen to this. Let's see.
First thing you said that was actually honest.
No, that was honest. Yeah.
Do it.
That's it. Set it free. I lied about being a therapist. I lied about being a psychologist. I
Master's
lied about
degrees,
having
not
licenses.
existence.
I lied and I was tricking.